The AFFF firefighting foam litigation, also known as the military water contamination lawsuit, is still ongoing. There have not yet been any settlements for part 2, the personal injury phase. However, today I wanted to talk a little bit about different remediations going on across the country. So Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base Willow Grove in Pennsylvania was one of the many bases contaminated with PFAS, in large part due to the heavy use of firefighting foam. So the runoff seeped into the tap water of surrounding areas, causing many people to develop cancers and diseases. And because this happened across the country, that's why there is a federal lawsuit ongoing. Years later, remediation efforts are underway to make this area safer again, and this is happening across the country, but I'm specifically talking about Willow Grove in Pennsylvania. There are plans to build a school, houses, a hotel, green space, and other attractions. People who worked on or lived near this military base and drank the contaminated water may qualify to file lawsuits if they develop PFAS-related injuries. Now, the injuries involved in this litigation are liver cancer, kidney cancer, testicular cancer, thyroid disease, and ulcerative colitis. There are nearly 13,000 claims pending in this lawsuit. There were certain deadlines set in September, but reach out to an attorney and see if your case may still qualify or what's going on. Sometimes people will file outside of the federal lawsuit. Again, talk to an attorney, definitely. In these types of lawsuits, you'll have to provide proof of injury. So in this case, proof of diagnosis, and then proof that you lived on or near a military installation that has PFAS. This is also for civilian cases in certain areas like New Jersey, for example. They have extremely high PFAS levels in civilian areas, so it's not just for military members or dependents. We have a full list on our website as well of different places that were contaminated. You can also use EWG tap water database to see if your water provider shows over 4 parts per trillion of PFAS in your water. I often get asked about some injuries outside of the main 6 that I listed. There is research that connects different things like breast cancer, fertility issues. So it's not to say that you don't have a case if you're experiencing other injuries outside of this or you weren't impacted, but this lawsuit is specifically looking at those 6 injuries. Doesn't mean you can't sue, it just wouldn't be a part of this litigation. And then people often also ask what type of compensation will they be getting or what can they sue for, different damages. A lot of times people take a look at pain and suffering, when you were diagnosed, how it impacted your life, as well as medical bills and loss of income. Many people have had to step away from work if they were dealing with things like kidney cancer, liver cancer, so on and so forth. But you can check out lawsuittracker.org for more information, or as always, please feel free to leave any questions in the comments. Thanks.